Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we are going to do pretty much a full face tutorial. So I'm going to show you exactly how I created this eye look and this skin, and I'm going to show you how I created this lip as well. So me and Into Braehead, which is a massive shopping centre in Glasgow where I am from, hometown, we have teamed up together, and I basically hand-picked, cherry-picked my favourite bits from Braehead that you can get for doing your makeup. So I've actually learned loads. There's loads of brands that you can get in Braehead that I had no idea. You'll see me like going mental about them as well, and I am just absolutely loving this look, if I do say so myself. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, stay tuned. Okay, let's do this eye. So I have done my brows obviously, and I have concealer underneath the arch, and I've primed my lid with an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to go straight in with my shadows. So I'm going to go in with a warm light brown as a transition shade, and I'm just going to use that in the crease just here. And I'm using quite a fluffy brush for this, nice and blended, and then I'm going to drag that product underneath the eye as well. For this colour you want to make sure that you're using a nice matte brown, nothing shimmery, because all the shimmer is going to be on the lid. Making sure you're getting loads of pigment there, and I'm blending that out. I've already done my base foundation, so I've not done anything on top of it yet. I've just done concealer and foundation, so I'm blending into that and smoking that right up to quite high up from the brow. Cool. Now I'm going in with a slightly more tapered brush and a dark ash brown shadow, and I'm just going to darken up the crease and under the eye as well. Making sure you're getting loads of product on there, and making sure you're going underneath as well. I'm not bringing the dark right into the centre of the eye, I'm just kind of focusing it on the outer corner just now. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffier brush, and I'm just going to buff that out. I'm going to leave that shadow there. I'm just going to mattify the lid ever so slightly with a light cream shade. And then the exciting part, this is Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes. So this shadow is absolutely crazy, but when you know how to work with it, it's absolutely incredible. So I've got the colour in titanium, which is obviously silver, but what I'm going to do is you get the cutest, you get the cutest little tray. So what you do is you put a little bit of the mixing medium that they give you. Wait, I made my face. You put a little bit of the mixing medium that they give you in with the little set, just one drop, you don't need much at all. That's why they only give you like a tiny little bottle. And then once you've got that on, so I'll show you, this is my little drop here. I'm going to take my synthetic brush, this is just a synthetic paddle brush, it's quite a firm one, and I'm going to tip some of the shadow, so it's a weird consistency, it's like a kind of cream but not cream. That makes no sense, but yeah. I'm going to pick up some of that shadow, and I'm going to put it in with this liquid. I'm just going to mix that up. So it starts looking a bit messy, to be honest, but trust, put your faith in me whenever I ever let you down before. So once I've mixed that up, and it's almost like it still looks quite metallic-y, but it's like a gel, you just start packing that on the lid. So incredible. I just love the texture, it's so different to anything else I've used. They've got plenty of colours in these. I picked this up from Marks and Spencer's and Into Braehead. Who knew Marks and Spencer's did amazing makeup? Not me, I tell you that. And I'm just bringing this right up to the crease. Because it's so metallic-y, I do not mind if it creases, because it's just, it'll be the most beautiful creasing eyeshadow you've ever had in your life. Insane. And then I'm going to get whatever's left in my little pot. You don't need much either, I think this will last you so long. And I'm just going to press that in the inner corner. If you know me, I'm not big on like shimmer, but my goodness me, I love this. And it's really easy to use. It looks quite scary in the pot, but the easiest thing to use. And then I'm going to go back in with my little crease brush and the dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to buff that in. Oh, I mean, that is show-stopping. I am obsessed. I love it. Now we're going to add a little bit of liner to this look to make it a bit more dramatic. This is the Gosh eyeliner pen. So easy to use. See if you struggle with your liner, get this pen. It is cheap, it's really cheap and cheerful. It's just from Superdrug in Tilbury Head, and it comes just like this. And see if you're just getting a nice flick. Like, I didn't use tape or anything for this, so super easy. Let's do this. Getting that line nice and close to the lash line, and then we're going to just wing this out, so always making sure that you're looking to this side. Okay. Now this looks absolutely crazy because I have no mascara on. I'm going to use the Hypnos mascara from Lancome. Volume Body. I really need to work on my French. There's so much nice French makeup that I don't know how to pronounce. And I got this from Boots in Tilbury Head. I am going to just put these lashes to work. Just going to make them nice and dark, nice and thick. I love this little brush that comes with it. It's plastic, which I prefer to really fluffy ones, which separates the lash beautifully, and it doesn't go all cakey by the time you're finishing your mascara. I've used this quite a lot of times already, and it's just like it was brand new. Love it. And making sure you're getting your bottom lash as well. I'm leaving the waterline blank for this look, so you need thick lashes to kind of make the difference. I'm just going to go in with a little nude pencil to kind of make this waterline a little bit brighter. Okay, now that the eye makeup is finished, we're going to stick on our lash. So this is the Eyelure Volume number 100. Super natural, fluffy, but they do add like a certain something to the look, so I'm delighted with them. And I picked these up from Marks and Spencer's as well. Marks and Spencer's, what are you doing to me? You are winning. So I'm not going to trim these guys. They are quite long, but I quite like it with a fluffy lash for it literally to go from the end of my eye to the inner corner. So I'm just going to use a little pair of tweezers. I'm just going to slot this lash on. And then another really great tip, this lash has got a really nice thin little band, but I love going over it with the pen, the eyeliner pen, just to make sure it's super black. As the eyelashes on, which just adds enough drama for it to look a little bit cool. So now we're going to go into skin, and I've already done my foundation and concealer underneath my eyes. This pesky little guy is not disappearing, so ignore it. Ignore it. I'm going to go in with Chanel Universal Bronzer. So I picked this up from Boots in Tilbury Head. They've got a Chanel counter in there, and this is like a cult beauty classic. Most makeup enthusiasts will know what it is, or they'll have tried it before, or they will want to try it because it smells amazing and it looks amazing. So I'm just going to go in with that, and I'm just going to use a Real Techniques buffing brush. So this is really for foundation, but you can get these from Boots and Superdrug, and I'm just going to get some of that product so it's nice and dark. Wow, that's quite dark. And I'm just going to go on top of my foundation. I have not powdered my foundation down yet because I knew I was going to use cream products, so don't powder before you use this guy. And I'm just going to warm up, because it's a cream, like I don't contour or anything like that, but I do warm up the same areas that I'm going to be contouring, do you know what I mean? So it's going to be like cheeks, around your chin. Oh, it smells like summer. I'm going to use it all over my cheeks just to warm myself up. I know it's technically not summer anymore, but I want to live the tanned life, okay? Like, this takes 2 seconds. Even if you don't wear makeup, if you don't wear foundation during the day, see just a little bit of this stuff to warm the skin up and smooth it out. You cannot beat it. It gives you such a nice natural bronze. And if you go in too heavy, don't worry, because you can just go back with your foundation brush, which this is just a buffing brush as well, and I'm just going to kind of bring that back a little. Bronzified. I've already done my foundation, like I said. My favourite thing for underneath my foundation right now is Magical Moringa, which you can pick up at Lush, which is also in Tilbury Head. This stuff is just phenomenal. It is like a matte moisturiser but it's packed full of like essential oils and different just beautiful ingredients that are great for the skin. They're great for kind of protecting your skin for aging, they're great for hydrating the skin, but the fact that it's a matte finish, so when you put your foundation on you still get that glow through from like your inner glow because your skin's hydrated, but it's not shiny and your foundation's not going to slip off because it gives you that perfect base. So it does actually advertise itself as a makeup primer as well as moisturiser, so love this. So I popped that one already. I think that's why my universal bronzer is sitting so nice today, if I do say so myself. And I'm going to go in with another Marks & Spencer's find, Diego de la Palma. So this is the bronzing powder complexion enhancer, but I'm going to use this guy for contouring. So it's a nice beautiful matte bronzer, and I'm going to go in with just your average Joe contour brush, and we're just going to mattify the cheekbones. Not too much, but enough. Just to get that added definition. I'm just going to put a little touch around my jaw, not too much, and a little bit more forehead. Now I'm going to go in with Topshop makeup, believe it or not. Topshop highlighter in Horizon. So it's just like this, but I'm going to use this as more of a bronzer, so it's not light enough to be like a really severe highlight like I like, but see to add a glow to the cheek, which you do tend to lose. Now we're going into kind of autumn, winter, your skin does lose that natural glow that you get from sun. Not that we get any here in Scotland, but I like to kind of mimic that. So I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to go in on top of the contour, like so, just like above the contour, circular motions, and that's just going to warm the skin up a wee bit more. But it's got such a beautiful finish to it that it just makes your skin look like it's got an inner light, and it also helps to mattify down the excess Chanel Universal Bronzer. For my highlight, I'm going to use something a little bit different. So this looks scary, but it's not. This is a Topshop eyeshadow called Shuffle the Cards. It is a highlighting eyeshadow though, and it is like a yellow with a pink pearlescent to it, but oh my god, it's phenomenal. I wore this when I was working in the salon, and one of the girls was like, what have you got on your face? It's amazing. So it just gives off such a beautiful shine, so it's good because you can use it on your eyes as well. I'm going to go in with this and a little kind of synthetic buffing brush. I love using synthetic brushes for any kind of shimmer products